Good morning, friends. Well, it's our weekly Lenormand reading for the week of November 4th. I know I do them on Tuesdays. Kind of like to have that one day ahead of me. So here we go. Let's see what Spirit would like to talk about today. Curious. Oh, the sun. You cannot ask for a better card in the deck to come out. So I see a lot of positive developments. Oh, and then we see the lily, she's my favorite card. And then we see the moon, the ring, the anchor, the cross, the birds, the clover, and the clouds. Now let's talk about this. So what I see here is there's going to be some creative conversations. So we've got the birds, the clover, and the clouds. That's some creative energy. So that's a little bit on the brainstorming side. And then we've got the ring and the moon. That's an offer. It can be work related. Obviously, it can mean relationships too. But let's keep this just general here, but any type of an offer, okay? And then there's a little bit of emotional conversations, and then we also have something you must do, your destiny, and everything is looking so bright because it's got the cross, the sun, and the birds. So I feel that is an absolutely lovely portrait. The lily obviously brings all of your compassion, your empathies, your, all those more virtuous types of emotions and actions and all of that. But the lily also represents your lifestyle, which includes your work. And then we've got the sun and the moon, which is a lovely partnerships, collaborations, relationships, all of those good things where the things that are on your destined path here. The clouds can create some uncertainties. It can create fears. It can create a little bit of nebulous feeling. So I want you to try to stay as positive as you can. There's the law of assumption. What you assume is what can bring forth into your reality. So just keep that in mind, but I do see a lot of creative energies here, so I really like to see that. Now our next portrait is the stork, the tower, and the letter. I feel like news is definitely coming in, more higher up, and it's more of your justice type of a card, law enforcement, higher learning. That tower is, the official card, okay? And then we've got the home, the key, and the woman. So I feel like, there is, positive solutions are being discovered here. And then we've got the bear, the book, and the snake. Now, the book and the snake, that is a very intelligent combination. It's being smart with your actions, your words, your knowledge, your, any of your dealings, okay? Just use your, your higher mind, okay? And then we've got the man, the rider, the fox, the scythe, the mice, the child, the mountain, the fish, and the flowers, or the bouquet. I see a lovely combination here as well. I do see a little bit of reaping going on. Change on the positive beauty. There is a little bit of change in finance, causing a little bit of excitement. I do see a little bit of a breakthrough or a change in where your new chapter is involved, okay? In finance and invitations, your day-to-day activities. This could actually mean an invitation to go on a trip, because we've got the mountain and the flowers, that can be that. And then the day-to-day travel, with the fish. And then we've got a little bit of, excitement, butterfly feeling, but because it's childlike. And then we've got the fox. That could be, you know, people that are your colleagues, your classmates. Obviously, it could be your peer group. Just a little bit of excitement there, a little bit of nervous energy. I see. So just stay calm. And then I've got the ship, the garden, the coffin, the whip, the heart, the stars, the dog, the crossroads, and the tree. So here I see quite a few decisions that need to be made. Some of them can be very difficult or challenging, but things are opening up, and I see multiple places, people, projects, but I do see wish fulfillment and healing in here. So you can't help but think that whatever choices that we make, we all need a little help from our friend is kind of here too, with the whip and the dog. A little bit of a bumpy road though. But I do feel that there is the loving aspect is here. So anything that brings you the passions and the day-to-day movement, it's just basically telling you to follow your passion, especially with the ship there in the upper left-hand corner. But like I said, a little bit of a bumpy road, but release, let go, probably let go of any uncertainties. And then we've got healing, possibly from a loss, because that's what I see, the coffin, the whip, and the tree. So that's all of our portraits. Let me go ahead and lay them out. This is the challenging part for me. Trying to get them all lined up and where I can see them too. I know you can't see them, but all right. We've got the ring in the upper left-hand corner, and we've got the dog. So I feel that that is a connection, an important connection. It could be your family member, it could be your partner, your best friend, but it's definitely a relationship. And then we've got the cross, which the cross is your destined. So I feel like there's a destined connection, a karmic destined connection I see because of the tree, which that's always, that's a nice feel to it. Karmic connections, let's talk about that. Because we can have karmic connections that are your soulmates, obviously, your marriage partners, but it's to promote growth. All of the things that we go through is for our highest and best good. So these karmic connections, whether they're twin flames or soulmates or whatever, they're here to help us learn and grow from. I feel like that's the general theme here. I also see there is some change involved in finance. I mean, I really see the finance cards here because I see the bear, the fish. Those are like your business affairs, and then the snake. The snake, it can be, we have to negotiate, or, we have to settle up, or we have to, collaborate. We have to decide basically too, in which direction to go because the crossroads are there. But whatever it is, I feel like it's going to be for your healing, because I see the flowers are next to the tree. So that could be like your family roots. That could be your for the long haul. Okay. It could also have to do with real estate, because we've got the mountain there. The mountain is grounding. It's also, where you're going to place your roots. So this could literally mean, a possible house move, because we've got the crossroads there as well, which have opened up. There's nothing beyond that, so it's hard to say for positive, but that's what I see in the finance sector. I do see in the, where the heart lies, there's the blessing card right next to it, the clover. But there is a decision, some difficult conversations, and there's a little bit of excitement. There is something new is in the focus too. So just causing a little bit of uncertainties. but the go with the flow is there with the flower or the clover and the clouds. So just maybe, just go with the flow on that, but a decision, follow your heart too, because I feel like that's what the ship is here. And then, decide what you do want, but then once you've made that decision, then you need to release, and kind of just go with the flow there. The sun in the hot, the middle, I just love to see. The sun is, everything is bright, your lifestyle, your projects, your work, your family, shared events, is the key. So they want you to get out there and be around people that's going to promote your lifestyle. Okay. I do see a little bit of rest or transformational energy that might bring about a lot of this change too. So, the transformation is I love to see that card, especially with the sun right after it. The things are going to be opening up. I do see that I feel like the election is definitely wanting to be talked about because it's in the first portrait. The tower. The tower is your government officials. Then there's the ring. The ring is, a connection, involvements, that sort of thing in an event. There is change coming, and I do see a man there. Obviously, the man doesn't necessarily, point to any one person because spirit really doesn't understand sexes. What it does is it understands masculine and feminine energies. So obviously it could be, a significant man in your life, but the man itself is definitely a male energy. And then we see an arrival, and then we see the fox. The fox is smart, very clever, but it's also can have that sly, slick energies to it. Okay. So I do feel that there's a destined news, whatever's meant to be will be kind of a deal. The fox, I feel like represents all parties because, do we trust the ball? I just say it. And then I see that there's change and the news is, it's not telling me obviously, but there is news that's coming forward. I do see when I'm looking at the mountain and the crossroads, I kind of feel like everybody's kind of at a crossroads or possibly an impasse, or stuck in their their situation and how it's going to affect them, and which direction is and how it's going to affect their lifestyle. I had to start over basically, but I'm not going to start over completely. My phone fell forward, so I had to readjust. So I have everything laid out. I basically was coming to the end, but I didn't get to say my goodbyes. But everything in the week looks bright. We've got the sun in the middle here. We've got the tree as our final card, which promotes healing. We've got our friendship. We've got our involvements, and we've got our destiny. So I feel like we're right on track regardless of what the outcome is. But my advice is to keep it as positive as you possibly can. What will be, will be. We tend to reap what we sow, and we tend to bring forth, whatever our thoughts, direct us to. So just keep it as positive as you can. And if you'd like a personal reading, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you and visit. I can be reached, through instant messenger on Facebook. I can be reached on my email address, which is jfisher_926@hotmail.com. Or feel free to message me on my phone as well. You should be able to locate me pretty much on every platform, but I don't keep my phone number private. I'm also in the public with my own work, so I like to be accessible. My home phone number is 810-348-4746. And you have a blessed week, friends.